Android 5.0 runs across our favorite screens, from phones to tablets, wearables, TVs, and even cars. I'm Ankur Kotwal, a developer advocate at Google, and I'm going to show you the developer highlights of this tasty new treat. Let's start with material design. Material design is a new approach for designing apps in today's multi-device world that takes a comprehensive strategy to visual, motion, and interaction design. Android 5.0 brings material design to the platform with a full set of tools for implementing it in your apps. The system is incredibly flexible, allowing your app to express its individual character and brand with bold colors and a variety of responsive UI patterns and themable elements. The support library has also been updated to provide backward-compatible UI widgets, allowing you to bring the modern beauty of material design to older devices. Next, the lock screen lets you surface content, updates, and actions to users at a glance without needing them to unlock their device. The notification APIs provide visibility controls to let you declare the sensitivity of information displayed on your notifications. This is particularly important as users can choose to show or hide sensitive content on their lock screen. Instant messaging apps should declare their notification content to be private, whilst media playback apps should declare this to be public. Heads-up notifications display content and actions in a small floating window managed by the system, no matter which app is in the foreground. Notifications are appropriately themed, and you can express your brand further through accent colors and other customizations. These enable your apps to prominently notify users without pulling them out of their current activity. You can get further details about the new notification APIs at the following DevByte. WebView has been updated to Chromium M37, bringing security enhancements, stability enhancements, and bug fixes. With this release, WebRTC, WebAudio, and WebGL are included. But here's some awesome news. WebView is now unbundled from the system and can be updated through Google Play. This will provide the latest web enhancements to users and the latest web APIs to developers. How cool is that? Another cool initiative is Project Volta, which focuses on improving battery life and has resulted in power optimizations across the platform. These are new tools to help your app run efficiently and conserve power. Battery Historian, a tool included in the SDK, lets you visualize power events over time and understand how your app is using power. The Job Scheduler API lets you minimize battery impact by setting the conditions under which your background tasks and other jobs should run, such as when the device is idle, connected to an unmetered network, or to a charger. The Job Scheduler is one of my favorite new APIs. Android 5.0 ships with the Android runtime known as ART as the system default. ART offers ahead-of-time compilation, more efficient garbage collection, and improved development and debugging features. In many cases, it improves the performance of your app without you having to change your code. 64-bit support has also come to Android in this release. It adds 64-bit ABIs, provides additional address space, and improved performance with certain types of compute workloads. Apps written in Java running on DEX bytecode can benefit on 64-bit architectures with no code changes. For apps and games that use native code, NDK Release 10b includes 64-bit support and is available for download. Another new feature is concurrent documents in Recents, which lets you organize your app into tasks and present these concurrently as individual documents on the Recent screen. For example, each Chrome tab can now be a separate document in Recents. Users can flip through Recents to find the specific Chrome tab they want and jump straight to that site with a single tap. A new set of capabilities is Android in the Workplace, which enables a unified interaction model across both personal and workplace apps, making it easier for employees to have a single device for personal and workplace use. Framework enhancements offer a unified view of apps, notifications, and recents in a single launcher across both personal and workplace apps. For photo lovers, the Camera 2 API gives you new APIs for managing image capture and processing. On supported devices, your app can capture uncompressed YUV captures in full 8 megapixel resolution at 30 frames per second. The API lets you capture raw sensor data and control parameters such as exposure time, ISO sensitivity, and frame duration on a per frame basis. You can get further details about using this API at the following DevBite. There are a boatload of new features for game developers, starting with support for OpenGL ES 3.1. This gives you compute shaders, stencil textures, and texture gather for your games. Android Extension Pack is a new set of extensions to OpenGL ES that bring desktop class graphics to Android. Games will be able to take advantage of tessellation and geometry shaders and use ASTC texture compression across multiple GPU technologies. The sound architecture has been enhanced, resulting in lower input latency and the addition of multi-channel mixing. This DevBite covers enhancements for game developers in more detail. Android 5.0 has new connectivity features. Devices can now function in Bluetooth Low Energy Peripheral Mode, or BLE Peripheral Mode. Apps can use this feature to broadcast their presence to nearby devices. For example, you can now build apps that let a device function as a pedometer or health monitor and transmit data to another BLE device. Apps can also work with the system to dynamically scan for available networks with specific capabilities and then automatically connect. This is useful for when you want to manage handoffs to connect to a specialized network, such as a carrier billing network. There are many more APIs in Android 5.0, over 5,000 of them in fact. You can get started developing and testing on Android 5.0 right away by downloading the Android 5.0 platform and latest support library from the SDK Manager. I look forward to seeing your beautiful material design apps on screens everywhere.